Hello, Tuesday, October 30th, 2012. My phone's done screwing up today for some reason. I don't know why. This is multiple videos that I've had to go through because it either mutes itself during the middle of it, or Lord knows what happens. I'm trying to keep, because there's a mute button down in the corner, I'm trying to keep my fingers away from it, but I'm thinking that somehow my palm heats up enough and triggers it because it's a touch screen. But anyways, so I'll try to make this succinct. So I can actually, watch the video before I upload it, so I can make sure it's correct. Because I started this an hour and a half ago, and I've left like 20-minute videos, and then midway through they just start going muted, and then the sound will come back, and then it'll go away, and you miss sort of keywords of what I'm saying. So I had a really unpatriotic moment today, well, at least I felt that way, because I've been scouring Latin dictionaries for names and derivative, or for a word that I've been hearing over the last 6 months, and or derivatives of that word, or mispronunciations, because America's really bad at pronouncing other languages. So I thought, okay, so I spent 3 days figuring that out, and I realized today that maybe I should just ask Google, because Google tends to know, and Google has done its own little search thing, and maybe, because I've looked up other Latin words before, and I just went define such and such. I mean, I figured out how it's spelled, but there's no definition for it because it's sort of a slang word in Latin. And then Google will get me to the right thing. So I finally go to Google today, and I type in define POTUS. And who's laughing right now? Not me. Did not know it was the acronym. Didn't dawn on me as the acronym. Because, well, of and the should not be put in because they're not titles. They're not technically part of the title. Lord of the Rings, L-O-T-R. Fine. That's part of the book title. The movie title. The President of the United States is not a title. The President is. He is the President of the United States of America. People forget what the word of means. So, and I'm not sure where this term came from. I don't remember hearing it in previous elections, but it's been all over the news media, and they talk, well, the POTUS this and the POTUS that. Now, as I go through and search through my memory, I can replace in, Barack Obama or the president in terms of POTUS, and thought, okay, yeah, that works. Yeah. And I'm not sure why they just don't say the president, because in a thing where they're talking, because if they're talking about, governmental policy and they say the president, who's going to mistake them for saying the president of Enron? The president's foreign policy. Oh, do you happen to be talking about the president and the Boy Scouts Association? No, we have to use the term POTUS now. Why? I don't know. I may be on Twitter, but I blame it for a lot of things. And it's probably people using their hashtags, hashtag POTUS, because it's the kids that want to talk about the elections because they're like, oh my God, I'm 18, I can vote now, and they don't know how to, because President of the United States is like half your tweet, if you want to put that in. And you don't want to talk about Barack Obama specifically, in case you're talking about Romney or anybody else. You want to talk about the position. So you term POTUS as a hashtag. Well, it's gotten so bad that, we have adults that are using it. Like Elizabeth Hasselbeck. I even heard Barbara Walters use it. I was like, what the? Is it so hard to say president? I understand POTUS is 2 syllables and president is 3, but you can't be giving up that much effort, guys. You know, unless you're trying to make use of it. And I've seen Barbara, when she says it, she's like, she goes, well, the POTUS, and she's trying to use it. And I don't know what, you know, I don't know what's making her want to, or not want to use it, but yada yada. I'm finishing up my dailies before news starts. So, gotta kill some birdies. Anyways, so, yeah, I felt really unpatriotic, and I was like, well, why didn't I think of that? Well, possibly because it's using words that aren't typically in an acronym. You know, I know the gay population of at least the West Coast would love to say F-boy, because boy is kind of a disparaging term for a ridiculously hot, immature male. Regardless of whether or not they're, and when it means that, and when they mean ridiculously hot, they mean like hot. Like sometimes they get well, like that British band now, not the Wanted, the other one, One Direction. Yeah, One Direction. All of those are boys. They are a BOI band. They're, you know, 6 hairs away from being, you know, stupid, and by and large, they're ridiculously cute and hot. And that's a boy. And I can tell that that not that One Direction, but there are boys on WoW, because, well, they're really, really, really dumb, and I can tell by their arrogance that they also look good. Because there are several types of arrogance. And so, and you can tell by a certain kind of arrogance that, you know, every time they look in the mirror, they have the way of getting full of themselves. Because either they work out, or their ego's being stroked on a constant basis by their girlfriend or their fellow football players. Who knows? But you all probably know who the kind of guys I'm talking about. And those are boys. They're dumb, and they have a ness about them that makes them, you know, relatively attractive to a general group. But, you know, and they will grow out of it. They'll either grow out of it, or they'll do a sumo slam with their best friend off the roof of their house onto a folding table, and someone's going to be losing some vertebrae. You know, these are the kind of guys that almost as soon as they start, you know, developing weird muscles in places because of puberty, is when they start testing their mortality. And it's not that they're specifically testing their mortality, it's more like they're testing their body's limits because they don't think that there is such thing as mortality. They're too dumb. But anyways, sidetracked on that. But yeah, FBOI. That's it. No, it's the Federal Bureau of Investigation. No, we just say FBI. So that's that. And so I don't know. It didn't dawn on me. And I feel like the fact that I knew or know how to form a proper acronym for the name of something means that I don't think like the rest of Americans. And the boyfriend will kind of back me up, or back that up, by saying, well, no, that's why you don't get along with most Americans. It's because you don't think like them. You have, you know, an intellect that doesn't, you know, that permits me to be able to do stuff. Getting some chips. I want a little plate. I want a big plate. Big plates mean I eat lots of chips. It's portion control. Gotta do what you can. Otherwise you get bellies. Anyways, so, yeah, I ran out of, well, I didn't run out of coffee, I actually drank it all. So, stupid chips. Like 74 a bag, what do you expect? They're good, but sometimes they're a little pain to get out of there. Sounds like a lot, I don't know. Keep piling on the chips. Anyways, I already had a whole loaf of bread earlier today. Whole loaf of bread. Yep. People are like, oh, you know, you must eat healthy and you shy away from carbs. No, I do not shy away from carbs. Carbs are technologies. I'd say God's gift, but, you know, we all know how that goes with the religion thing. So, yeah. Been getting my sigils of power from Raid Finder. That's going as it's going. Technically, at the beginning now, it's going faster than my staff quest did. But it's still, at least it's progressing kind of at a steady pace. That's what it seems like. Not on a rolly chair and it's carpet, so... Yeah, we've got these weird bugs coming in the apartment, and I'm not sure where they're coming from. But they're big. They're about the size of my eyeball. And they, I don't know. I have a picture on my computer, or on my phone, of one. I was hoping to upload it to my computer so that I could use Google's image search to say, what the heck is this? And hopefully it'll tell me. But I have no idea how to even start describing it. 6 legs, fat body, wings. I'm going to describe every insect. Well, anyway. So, oh, my debit card. Yeah. So hungry. Not much else is happening. I'm having on and off rain. And I'm waiting for the news so I can hear about Sandy, but I'm not necessarily sure because the power's out over there if ABC News is going to be broadcasting. I don't know. I'll probably go from like an LA affiliate or something. Because I know during like awards ceremonies, that's what they broadcast out of when they do stuff like if... Wait, I know that's like, well, like Jimmy Kimmel's down in LA, I think. I don't watch him. But, so, yeah. If you want videos about stuff, because I seem to be dragging my feet on that. And it seems really odd to drag my feet considering I walk on my toes. Give a suggestion. You know, just say general science, because I can cover a lot. You know, general, you know, don't give me like, well, give me, you know, archaeology 101. I mean, because I haven't really studied archaeology. I can do a little bit on geology. I can do math and physics and chemistry and astronomy. I'm not going to do biology. That's gross. That's icky. But, you know, give me a topic. I've got videos about WoW. You want me to hear talk about something? I obviously can't get paid to watch them, or get paid to make videos about mages, or strategy guides about mages, because, well, I don't think popular. According to a recent guild's website, they've been searching for, or they've searched the armory for the popular specs. And I was like, okay, let's check up mage for the top 20. It took me until number 300 place. I'm like 300th most popular build on World of Warcraft is mine. Like, the first 100 were fire, and I don't fucking get it. But that's how it's been pretty much every expansion. Well, Wrath and Kata. Fire was the hot thing. Technically, at the beginning of BC, fire was the hot thing. But, and it still was near the end, but, you know, explain to me why we were easily downing Illidan and moving on to Sunwell, and I was still third on DPS and I was Arcane. When fire was the hot buttons back. Because Arcane ramps up near the end of the expansion. But it does. I mean, well, I'm currently Frost because it's fun to play. But anyways, yeah, I got a little bit till the news. Like I said, I don't want this video too long because, well, I've already talked about unique stuff I hadn't talked about in the previous 4. So, like, I didn't go up and get chips in the last 4, otherwise I'd be a little fatty right now. So, yeah, each of these videos is unique, but I'm getting tired of making them because it kind of kills the battery on my phone. But I'm going to charge it here as soon as I can get that picture off. So, I'll chit chat with you all later. So, yeah.